Hey, you. Hey. Hey, listen. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. It is so good to see you all in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we doing today? It is so great to see you, Mothman, and everyone else who's hanging out in the lurking spaces, the liminal spaces between. You got it, Mothman. It's Friday Eve. I feel that means it's time for the Explorer's Hat. Alex, hello, welcome in, welcome in. I hope that things are a little bit chiller. Was I here yesterday? My memory is all fragmented for some reasons. I think you probably were. I think you told us that you were working on your diploma, as it is said, right? It is so great to see so many of you folks in here. Welcome on in. Love seeing ya. You know, analytic numbers are always really funny because they always disagree with each other. Like, Twitch will say 9 viewers when clearly there's, like, a bunch of people in the chat, and then I go to my streamer bot and it says there's, like, 3 people, and it's... They can never stay consistent. They can never actually tell me what is actually happening, and I find that funny. It is good to see you all today. Seeing the same 4 walls every day for the past 2 years. It's hard remembering specific days. I totally believe that, Alex. Robotech, hello, welcome in. It's so good to have you here. How are you? Oh, I think I need to up my lights a little bit. All right. Welcome in, Robotech. How's progress on your game? I saw you working on you're doing some experimental stuff. I think yesterday, where you were playing around with a dialogue plugin, right? Right. I think I remember that. Doing very well. Yeah, thank you. Kind of playing around with with UIs yesterday, and we can merge this branch in. Bring my changes to main. Yes, switch branch. Okay, UI reworked. Started resources. So that is one big thing. I've been learning about resources, and it's been rad. It's been very, very, very rad. That's my goal today, is like, how do we get this, how do we get everything kind of modularized, which I'm really excited about doing. So let's grab our Chrome and fix it, because it always needs to be fixed. There we go. This is my little dialogue, or a little diagram I made for myself. Tears all day, yeah. Dialogue is one of those systems that you never think twice about when you're playing a game. And then you have to build it, and you're like, oh my, this is really hard. So I've kind of made this to try and sort through, like, how do I do this? I'm gonna take a break from the game and learn Area 2Ds. Very cool. What are you hoping to learn about Area 2Ds? That's an it's rare you hear someone say, I'm going to learn this node. You have your paper almost ready. You can send a copy out if you want it. It's not yet finished, but it has most of the stuff in it. It's pretty long, at 333 pages. Mostly code, but 70 or so pages of text and diagrams. Wow, what's it about? I mean, is it just talking about your, like, progress on swords and spells and how you chose to build it all? Yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool. Okay. Ooh. I'm needing to reload everything. What? Why is everything broken? Why is everything broken? I mean, fights.gd. What do you mean? It's right there. Like, what did GitHub do? GitHub, what did you do? Not just progress, analysis of inspirational games, explanation of Perlin's noise. Right, you sent me that paper on Perlin's noise earlier. My goodness, Alex, that is a tremendous amount of work. Area2Ds have been the node that kills me every time I try to use them. I can only get them to work on the 12th time of trying to use them. So I want to get good and have that node unlock. Interesting. So is it like dealing with collisions that you tend to struggle with? Or like what about Area2Ds? I mean, I'm just curious. You don't need to respond. I'm just curious is all. As someone who is kind of like actively involved in trying to help people like learn how to do this sort of stuff, I'm curious what sort of mental hiccups people tend to go through. Okay, let's figure out what on earth is going on here. Error while parsing file. What on earth? GitHub, you were supposed to save the version, not destroy it. Okay. Ay. Jeez. What has happened here? Can't load cached ext resource. Make sure resources have been imported. Failed to load scenes/player. Well, that's because that doesn't exist. Why are you looking over there? Can I fix you? How do I fix you? Like, ooh, what do I even do with this? I guess we can try and find the script for this and like see if that's our problem. Where's fight? Here's fight. Resources format. Yikes. I honestly have no clue. I understand the collisions, they're their own layer, and only see the mask layer of the player. I just am not understanding something somewhere. I think I'm good to make a game only using Area2Ds in as many different ways as I can. Sure, Robotech, yeah. I mean, it's always hard to kind of like... While you're in it especially, it's very difficult to like figure out what is the knowledge gap that I have, because usually if you find that knowledge gap, you can cross it. So I hear you. I'm rooting for you. I can't wait to hear how it goes. My goodness. Okay. Ooh. So it seems like just the fight scene has become corrupted somehow. And I don't know how to fix that. I think there is like a cleaner tool in this of some sort. I don't think reloading would help. I mean, we could try, but I don't think that's really gonna fix anything. Go there. Godot for clean. Tools menu is like orphan resource. Wait, what? Tools menu. Open the tools menu. Oh, tools. Orphan resource explorer. Oh, look at all that. That's cool. Very interesting. Oh, this is cool. We're going to want to keep that. Interesting. Wow, look at all this stuff. Huh. But I don't know why it's saying those are all orphaned, because they're very clearly not. Are we still broken? Yeah, still very broken. My goodness. Huh. You know, you go in with a plan for the day, and then just the most random things throw a complete wrench in it. My goodness. Godot 4 parse error. Or failed loading resource. Let's try that. Incorrect path. I mean, maybe, but resources that have become corrupted either in disk or during transfer, like through version control systems, won't load correctly. That sounds like what we're experiencing. Fody! Hey there, Foxhollows. What happened before you started the project? I kind of saw some GitHub desktop interaction. Maybe some files are on another branch or something. Yeah, something went really sour with GitHub. We were in a branch. We merged it in. And then it just, like, completely broke. And I wish I could just know exactly what had happened. I mean, okay. Let me try doing an actual pull request. Okay, this branch has conflicts. Resolve conflicts. Hey, Ameripon! Good to see you. How are you today, friend? How are you doing? Okay, so let's... This is bizarre. Okay, so how do I just do the branches? Like, I'm not supposed to actually edit this in here, am I? Oh. Okay. And then delete. Okay. Are we good now? No. Son of a biscuit. Oh man, GitHub. The usability problems. Baby woke me up. It's 4:30 a.m. Oh, Ameripon, my goodness. Bless your heart. I feel your pain. My kid is just barely starting to sleep through the night. So, at least so far, the pattern holds true that it does get better. But, man, I feel for you, Ameripon. Best of luck. Goodness gracious. Oh, now we're working again. Kind of. We're kind of working again. Oh my goodness. It's like all the imports are breaking. Every time I try and use Git with Godot, it breaks everything, and I can never figure this out. Maybe fixed? Question mark? Commit? Push? No? Because, like, now my fight UI is definitely different than it used to be. Like, I have lost. Like, this is an old version of this. with the same settings of things, but I've definitely lost, at the very least, a lot of work. My goodness. Discard. Discard the changes. Fetch origin. Merge in. Prototype. No? Get off. You've done it once already. I know you're in the know. Yeah, Maripon. Narvin. So good to see you. How are you, friend? How's the Godot journey going? It's going very well, except for the fact that GitHub has obliterated everything, and I don't know why. This has happened before. When I tried to upload this into the repository so I could take it to my laptop, and then I took it to my laptop and it said, "Hey, all your resources are broken." Why? I'm so terrified of using anything except for commits in Git. I almost always make a zip backup before. Store most of my projects in Dropbox, which saved my butt a couple times because you can rewind folders and files. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, like, theoretically, I should be able to get, like, different, like, every commit I should be able to, like, pull back down, right? I just, man. For some reason, you might have something in your git ignore that shouldn't be ignored. Maybe? I don't know. How do I even check that? Like, oh dear. Let's reload. Let's see what new breaking... Oh, great. Index P gutter is out of bounds. What is even going on here? What is happening? Coffee and snack break while watching this amazing. Hey, good to see you, Tom. How you doing? And his dad. Love it. How are you, Tom? How's the penultimate day? This is it, right? Can't resolve actor. What do you mean? What do you mean you can't resolve actor? You're like your own class. Yeah. Tomorrow is the last day. Tiny Devil Games, good to see ya. How are ya? If you were writing a rage platformer, very fair, but you lose all progress on death, and it makes your wife swear and say she wants to punch you, is it too ragey? No. Not for game dev. For, not needing a divorce lawyer, no comment. Hold on, you got updated art, Tom? Let me see. Oh, that is updated art. Look at that. Have you noticed any shift in your metrics or anything? Look at that new capsule image. Look how snazzy that is. Very nice. Yeah, that looks slick, man. Looks good. Updated it 30 minutes ago, so not yet. Okay. Well, I'm so happy that, you came in here to share the news. That's great. So Git. What the crap? What are you doing? Why have you broken everything? Like, can't resolve class actor? It's right there. What are you talking about? Overkey. MVRKKE, hello, welcome in, good to see ya. Captain Anosa, hello, good to see ya, how are ya? Did I activate the key? No, I should. Sorry, I've been kind of running around with my head cut off this morning. Let me get that activated right now. That way we have proof. Mark, lovely. It is wonderful to have you here. Thanks for hanging out and thanks for saying hi. Okay. Confirm. Activation successful. There we go. Done, Tom. It's done. Very looking forward to it. I'm installing it right now. Okay. What am I working on? So what we have here is a... I better go to the browser to explain this. It's a superhero roguelike where you have kind of Helldivers style combo mechanics. So you have to click on these dots that are falling down from the screen in the correct order to execute that certain power in order to have the effect. After this timer runs out, then the bad guy takes a turn and will damage you, heal themselves, have some sort of interference on the board to make it harder to click on things, etc. Go back and forth until somebody wins. If you win, then you go into a downtime activity where you kind of deal with your personal life, and then you go back and go through being a superhero for a run. It's a roguelike. The problem is, I just committed everything, and everything is broken. And I don't know how Git breaks things. I thought I was only supposed to like put things up that you've already done, but nonetheless, here we are. It was a mistake. I've learned my lesson, I guess. Never use Git. Trying to keep track of the keys this time. No worries, Tom. So it is lovely to have you here. For all of you who are new, by the way, hanging out with us for the very first time, yeah, you're very welcome, Mark. Yeah, for those of you who are new, we are a charitable enterprise devoted to helping people enter the games industry. So I'm streaming myself building games so we can kind of share that and everyone can see, hey, look, this guy doesn't have any clue what he's doing. Maybe I can do it too. We also host quarterly game jams with our sponsors. We have a game jam coming up in July, which I'm very excited to start talking about. Oh, maybe in a couple of weeks. And more. We're always looking for ways to boost the community and help people, go live their dreams. So that's what we're all about here. New product designer and iOS dev. Hopefully I can learn from you. Okay, very exciting, Mark. So it sounds like you're a new product designer and an iOS dev. So you were an iOS dev and you've recently moved into product design. Is that right? I spent about 10 years in UX and product design before starting this back in November. So I speak your language, I'm pretty sure. Okay. I'm looking at a help file right now. Double check the resource password typos. Okay, re-import resources. If you suspect corruption or improper import, try re-importing the resource using Godot editor's import doc. This one. I don't know how this is going to help. Fix dependencies. What, I can't change the columns? Really? So this is always just going to be that wide? That's annoying. Mark, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Good to have you here. Dragon Spirit, hello. How are you doing today? It's good to see ya. Welcome on in. Jack, hello. Good to see all of you. How are we today? So like it's saying, for example, Hat Tower. You got it, Jack. Hold on. Okay. Then there's that. Okay. So it's saying that these scenes don't exist. But clearly, here is scenes /fight UI. It is right there. The next jam is indeed going to be in July. Yes, it's going to be in July. We don't know exactly when yet because it's going to totally depend on Pirate Software. Because we have no interest in kind of competing with Thor and his whole community of gremlins, goblins, and coal miners, etc. So, oh no. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Right there. You get a little more purchase right there, maybe. And kind of like lean you up against it. There we go. There we go. Okay. So like, I mean, you're clearly there. Fight UI. Fight.gd. Open. Scenes/symbols. That shouldn't be right. It should be in scripts. Scripts/fight.gd, right? Boy, is that really in the wrong spot? That's Fight UI. Yeesh, it is very much so in the wrong spot. Maybe try deleting it, then putting it back in, or reloading editor. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Because like it's saying, hey, these things don't exist, but then I just click on them and it like doesn't change the file path, and so clearly it does. Where's our player? Characters, player. Characters, villain. Fight UI goes to the Fight UI scene. My goodness, how bizarre. And these audios, KF0. Right there. Industrial construction, right there. Atmo urban small, there. Audio transition, right there. And then actor parent, right there. Okay. I have fixed them. Prototyping a tiny puzzle game where I switch dimensions. So far going pretty good. Oh, okay, so you're doing this in conjunction with Gaia. You have 2 Fight UIs now. I do? What do you mean? Oh, you're right. Yeah, why? What? Get! What is happening? Yeah, we've already tried reloading the project. I don't know how I, like, re-import it. Open in File Manager, I guess. And then, jeez. What do I even do here? Let's copy all this, move it into a backup. Overload backup. It says an error in the fight scene, so I would say go to that scene and delete the node and re-input. I can't open the scene. I literally can't open the scene. So if I go here, it says, hey, look, you've got these dependencies that are broken. I fixed them. And then it says, sorry, can't parse it. There's something very broken. Yeah. I have no idea what I did. So that's fun. So we've got our backup. I am going to delete everything. Fight UI doesn't open either. Error parsing. So let's just delete everything and let's just pull. And maybe just a clean reset. GitHub? Pull. Come on. This is not working. Okay. Let's switch branches. Okay, you're gonna recreate everything. Which we don't really want, still. Re-importing assets. Ooh, we're dropping some frames. Sorry about that. That was weird. Parse errors, parse errors, parse errors. Like, what is going on? Oh, it's doing the same thing that it did on my laptop. Where it's saying like, look, we have an uppercase scenes and a lowercase scenes. No, none of these folders should have uppercase. They should all be lowercase. Bear like lion, how's it Godoing? Listen, I would desperately like to say very well. But I get pushed, and now everything is broken. Like, Godot has completely shattered at the cellular level, and I can't even open any of my scenes anymore. I don't know what has gone on. And now why are we re-importing assets? Have I tried unpushing? Yeah, we tried that, Bear. I mean, let's do it again, right? Can't hurt. Project, reload, see what happens. I've had bad luck with stuff corrupting in Godot. It happened during the game jam we built this for, and it seems to be happening again. Try this. Found a fun bug. If you have image.png and image.png, it loads the lowercase image in export, but fine in the editor. Oh boy, is that was that for like a web export? I have heard that there can be grunkles when you try and deal with stuff like that. Okay, so we couldn't open this before, so that's good. We couldn't open Fight UI before, but it's old. Fight UI shouldn't have the characters in it. This would be getting rid of a lot of work. Very good at finding bizarre issues in game engines. I know, Narvin. It's a special skill that I don't want. Okay. What is happening here? Like, does it run? No. Class symbol parent hides a global script class. So, yeah, this is what was happening on my laptop. Is it would say, every time I declared a class, it would say, hey, you're overriding a global script class. Because it's running them twice. because it's saying like there is an uppercase version of the folder and a lowercase version of the folder. I don't know why. I don't know what I have done to cause it to think that. Like, it thinks there's this scenes folder and this scenes folder. And it's trying to load both of them. But in the file browser, like inside Windows Explorer, there is only one scenes folder. I don't know what to tell you. Does this TSCN file have a reference to the lowercase and not upper? I mean, let's take a look here. Is there a capital scenes? Okay, so there's this, which we can change. Okay. There's this one. Let's change that. This is lowercase. Okay. See, it used to be uppercase, but we got rid of those. Let's just delete that for good measure. Okay, we deleted that. Here, we need to get rid of all these. And while we're here, let's do tutorial as well. Okay. Here we have another scenes. Okay, so apparently there are a lot of these hanging around. It's weird though because it didn't used to be this way. So I don't know if they just didn't get caught when I refactored, and Godot was just good enough at like moving around them, and then GitHub kind of broke that, or if it is or if it's a just something broke somehow. I don't know. But let's go through and let's change all of these references to see if maybe that fixes it. Because that would be great. If we could get that resolved and then I could actually work on this on my laptop, I'd be a happy, happy camper. Okay. So that's all those. Here. This is so bizarre. Okay. That's all looking fine. That's all looking fine. Here we need to change. Yeah, like before we were going to the main menu. We were going from the main menu to the fight scene, and that was working just fine. So I don't know why all of a sudden it's deciding it doesn't want to work, but I mean, sure, let's be consistent with things. Oops. Don't want insert. Never want insert. If I could just turn insert off, I'd be a happy camper. I'm constantly hitting that when I'm trying to hit like delete or backspace. First prototype of my Game Jam game, Shade Shift, still only tutorial level. Ooh, very cool. I can't wait to check that out, Dragon Spirit. I'm going to go through and make all this swap over and see if that makes a difference, and then we'll check that out. Thank you for sharing. Was this for the Godot Wild Jam? Okay. Okay. Theoretically, that's all references changed. So, if we go in and we like, I changed all these to be lowercase. this is one of the first things I did after finishing the game jam and deciding to come back to this project was fix up everything to be according to the Godot style guide. Okay. Audio. I too hate the insert key. Have you ever played old Elder Scrolls games, specifically Arena and Daggerfall? No, I have not played Arena and Daggerfall, unfortunately. The earliest I've done was Morrowind. Also, I don't know why. Due to encoding lag. We seem to be dropping a lot of frames today. I don't know why that's going. Theana Game Jam. I'm unfamiliar with that one. Theana. Oh my gosh. Freaking itch.io's search is so bad. Okay. Well. I guess I can't find it, but it's a 1-week jam that happens every other week. Oh, wow. Interesting. Huh. A 1-week jam that happens every other week. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. So, like, it's running again. It is definitely a lot of stuff is breaking. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of jamming. Happened to see it and decided to make something simple. Very cool, Dragon Spirit. That's awesome. Let's get that tutorial. But like the problem is, once again, this is a very old version that didn't have our most recent stuff in it. So like if we go back to main and switch branch, those games are wild. I'm playing through Arena right now, and it's very outdated, but has its charm. It's also huge in terms of sheer world size, but on the other hand, very empty and one-dimensional. It's less of an open world game and more of a dungeon crawler. I could see that. The Elder Scrolls games, for me, have kind of always been... oceans the depth of puddles, you know? They've kind of always been this, like, wow, look at all this cool stuff you can do, but very rarely is it exceptionally deep. It's always relied on breadth and freedom rather than complexity, in my opinion. Okay. So we have our fight UI. Yeah, and see, this is still old. These shouldn't be in here. This is crazy old. Man, that's so frustrating. Am I gonna have to just rebuild everything? Like, do we have our resources? Okay, we at least have our resources back. That's good. Can we open up the fight scene? Well, actually, here's another good way to test this. Let's go to our resource. Okay, so we do have player info, resource, and villain info. Okay, that's good. Can we go to our resource type? Which would be in scripts, wouldn't it? Stuff is lowercase. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. Actor resource. Yeah, it has name in there. Okay, good. Okay, so this is kind of up to date. It's kind of up to date. Okay. So I guess we'll just go through once again and fix all these casings. See if that amends it. And I apologize, Dragon Spirit. I do want to get to your jam game. I have this like one-track mind, and if I don't finish this right now, I know I'm gonna forget about it. That's the totality of it. Okay. What exactly happened when your whole thing broke? Did you pull from Git? I tried to merge a branch into main. I tried to merge our prototype branch into main, and it just completely exploded. Okay. Okay, that's still good. We'll delete all these. Scenes. You've had that happen before. Falconer, what did you do to fix it? Like, it just seems like everything detonated for no reason? Question mark? Like, I can't even restore back to what we were at? What am I doing? There's such a faster way to do this. There we go. If I remember things and I just calm down for half a second. We're gonna have to redo this whole tutorial as well. Honestly, we should probably just rip it out for now. Because it's definitely no longer accurate. With all of the stuff we've changed since the jam happened. Scenes, tutorial. You, scenes, tutorial. You, change. Oops. You. And we can even do these symbols too, because they all have the same letter. Shoot. Delete and slash. Okay. Cool. Tutorial. Okay. Scenes main menu. Okay, you. Okay, and then that's looking good. That's all looking good. Okay. Okay, and then we need to find global. Because you should be snake cased. And then fix you. Didn't we just do this guy? Is it because we had changed the name that like reloaded it or something? Mothman, you got it. I'm free. Pick apart the merge. It was a whole thing. Ugh. Why don't you pull the prototype branch then? Because it doesn't fix it. It's the same problem. Like everything is still super broken and then also out of date. It's black and white, but I would say gray tones belong to the black and white spectrum, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. I assume you're working on the prototype before trying to merge. I was, and then I tried to like merge and commit at the same time, and maybe that was my problem. Sheesh. Casper Dragonwolf helped me wade through the process of reversing the merge. Yeah, sheesh. So I was also thinking of adding safe platforms that are a different tone. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, hold on. Ban. Went down the color theory rabbit hole yesterday. Woo! Risky Biscuit, do tell. We love us some good color theory in here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, still very broken. Missing dependency. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Scenes. Fight UI. It's right there. What are you talking about? It's right there. And then fight UI. Like, you're loading just fine. Oh, no, you're not. What? Oh, that's the script, though. Scenes, fight UI. Can't open. Man, mapping color space is wild. Oh my goodness. That's true, Risky. You are a mod, and you were in here. I could have let you do it. I just gotta, you know, show that I've still got it, I guess. Okay. Can't load cached extended resource. Why? I don't understand you. Okay, let's delete these guys because we don't need them anymore. We have game end and game over, which we don't really. I mean, whatever. We'll keep them, I guess. We'll just do. Let's make a new folder for menus, and then we can put game end, game over, main menu in there. Player goes in characters. There are 2 of these. Oh dear. Which one is the real one? Which one do I shoot? Okay, this seems like the real one. Yeah, because it's got the resource involved in it. Okay, so we can delete this one. Powers. Let's put you in superpowers, I guess. All of these, I'm gonna break everything. You need to go into scripts. I mean, this is overdue. I may as well be doing it right now, but powers. Go into powers. Magnet, you go to scripts as well because you are a script. Too much tomato. Hello, hello. Welcome in, friend. How are you today? Good to see you. We were hanging out in Too Much Tomato stream just a little bit ago, and tiny raid, but with a big heart. I was showing him that Quantic Flux did a video on torso tennis, which is super cool, and makes me really want to go play torso tennis. Hold on. I didn't even know that it was in a demo state. I'm not gonna lie. And then I opened up YouTube and it was like, hey, here's one of my favorite content creators doing a game about one of my favorite streamers that they made.
And today I'm excited to be checking out the demo for a very strange looking game called Torso Tennis.
Literally making a game about going dots. I love it. It's arguably not in a demo state. I think it's in a demo state. I mean, I don't know, maybe not like a super refined demo, but it's definitely demoing the game. It's demonstrating the game, 100%. He was making builds. He was trying to be like,
I
okay, let's
think
try and go
that
for
a
econ here. And
chance
it's like,
to
oh,
get
maybe we go full dino, and we'll try and get. Oh
Trying
no,
to
I need to
watch
get more
stuff.
speed. Next run, I'll try and get more speed. Like he was
To be
totally going into it. I thought it was really engaging to
Okay.
watch as well.
Okay, that sucked.
It took me a little bit to like figure out the rules, but like once I did, I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of neat. It's like hot potato. It's
Oh my
hot
God.
potato, the game. I like that. That's cool.
I think I might be.
Heather's
outplaying this
mine,
guy.
but I have a
Sir,
demo on
bite body,
Steam.
get wrecked.
Hilarious.
He's puffs.
So yeah, that's it is hot potato tennis. Yeah, there's hot potato tennis. Go check out Torso Tennis with Quantic Flux. Really cool stuff. Big congratulations to Too Much Tomato. Okay. Let's go back to completely breaking things. Never thought of that? Well, you're welcome. Always here to provide non-helpful input on things. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. Come back, Godot. No, Godot. Come back. No, Godot. Stop running. Jeez. There we go. Oh man. Okay, back to organization. We have fight scene and fight UI, relic choice, which I think we can. Let's not delete it because we may want to keep that basic structure. But that can definitely go into menus, and then turn start button. Let's make a new folder for UI. Guess that should be what, undercased? I don't know. Fight UI, turn start button, and that all goes in there. Villain is broken. I think we just delete this. Is anything referencing villain.tscn? TSCN? Okay. It's a 10-second watch. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna snooze ads again. Sorry, Dragon Spirit, I keep on getting distracted. I'm so sorry. Let me bring this up. Don't go to bed yet. You're not allowed. No bed. Let's check this out. Shade shift video. Okay. So oh, I see. Okay, it's one of these where you gotta swap the colors out. Nice. Yeah, I mean, definitely I'd love to see more of it. I think these sorts of things are always fun. One of the big struggles is like the one of the cool things, and simultaneously the struggle with it is like you have a lot of cool discovery of, ooh, I need to like go through all the different colors and see what's in this room. But then also, how do you keep in mind where things are? Is that the point of the game? It sounds like you're building a frustration platformer, so yeah, not signifying where things are is probably a better idea. But then, just like you were asking, how do you make sure that's the right level of frustration? Lots of testing you'll have to do there. But very cool. I mean, that's a very cute little jam game. I like it. Thank you for sharing. Nice. Love it. Also, I didn't know you had a YouTube. I'm going to subscribe. Okay. Cool. Whoops. Right on. All right, now you're allowed to go to bed. Thank you for pausing. And thank you for sharing. Okay. Right, we're going to see, does anything use villain.tscn? No. Nothing uses villain. We're going to delete it. Required by other resources? It's required by fight scene? What are you talking about? What? Oh, also my editor completely changed. Great. Okay. Dock, left. There we go. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Scene. You go to the far left. Inspector, you stay here. Okay. Jiminy Christmas. Okay. Built-in script. Oh. Jeez. Did it just like everything has broken? Everything is gone. Didn't know YouTube now has a little bing bong bell subscribe animation. Oh yeah, you got to get those micro moments. Meowletary, absolutely. There are people that completely specialize in that sort of thing. For little micro moment animations. And man, it's a ride. I don't think we need that anymore. Let's get rid of that. You know, I spent 10 years as a product designer before coming over to this whole game dev side of things. And when you get to those major FANG manga companies, yeah, people get crazy specialized. There's people that like spend all day coming up with little micro interactions. And it blows my mind that we have people that spend their whole day doing that, and yet we still can't fund any UX research. Granted, those companies also have UX research teams, but still, it's just, man. And then who do you think are the first people to get let go during layoffs? I was just on a call with an old coworker of mine, and she said, yeah, like, just, you have to understand that layoffs happen in this industry, and it's not a matter of when, or it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You are going to get hit by layoffs, probably multiple times in your career, so, like, you need to plan for that. Also, give your whole heart and soul to the company, and be there every moment of every day that they ask for it, and in return, you get a, like, somewhat okay salary. And usually not very good benefits. Okay, enough grumping. It's one of my favorite things is to get Joanna over at Sorcery Story? Yeah, Sorcery Story. To get on rants about corporate America. It's great. This is why I work in constructions. Yeah, Narvin, for real. It's weird. I've got family and friends who are like working in factories, and they're like, yeah, I like have a solid forever career at this place. Like, they are actively working to promote me and train me to be like higher and higher levels, and there's positions that I can move into, and they're giving me raises. I mean, it's not as good of a starting pay as like tech, right? But he also doesn't have to worry about putting food on the table for his family. It's like, I don't know. That's a pretty compelling offer, you know? On the same side, I know it's not all roses. I've got a carpenter friend who lives near me, and he runs his own carpentry business and furniture making and everything, and boy, he is really struggling to make ends meet, even though he's an incredibly talented carpenter. Very skilled furniture maker. He built a board game table for us, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Super cool. And dude is just struggling to find clients. It's rough. It's rough everywhere, I understand, but it's all about what type of difficulties are you willing to take on, right? It's not about if this is going to be hard or not. It's about what kind of hard is it, and are you willing to take it? Lumber costs went crazy during COVID. Yes, 100%. Focus groups are suggesting game design is no longer a desirable element in our future games. You can reapply by the end of summer if you're interested in a transfer to the cafeteria staff. Oh, Meowletary, that has so much hilariously triggering for me. Focus groups suggesting no longer a desirable element in future games. You can reapply. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Don't get me started on focus groups. Oh, jeez. Okay. For some reason now, this fight scene UI.tscn is like super broken. Like, it has these dependencies that it shouldn't. How do I just say fix broken? Okay. Like, I just want to say don't worry about it. Like, I will rebuild it if I need to. Just let me open you. Just let me open you. And like, it tells me that there's broken dependencies, but then it's like all the dependencies are fine. What's the problem? Villain parent. Like, everything is okay. Fight UI is broken. Are you sure? I've heard electricians and welders needed a lot of positions filled in recent years. I wonder if those are now filled or if people are just unwilling to study for those. I know that... No, you're good, military. You're totally good. I know there are a lot of tradesmen that have been going to schools and, like, telling kids, like, listen, I will pay you to come work for me and learn how to do this, and you don't have to go to college. You don't... Okay, hold on. We're in ads. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's keep parsing through this to figure out what's going on. Okay, yeah. So I was saying, people are going to like high schools and saying, "Listen, come work for me. I will pay you, and you will learn." And there's a career path to make like 6 figures, and I want to pay you to do this. That way you don't have to go to school for 4 years, which you don't want to do, getting a degree that probably isn't going to help you get a job, and ending up $500,000 in debt. Like, please come work for me. And they were still struggling, at least a little while ago. If you're a tradesperson where I live, you have too many people wanting you to do things. Literally can't get enough of them. Yeah, risky. So, like, if you're like a repair person in Florida, like, you're gonna be like the one guy for half of Florida because nobody wants to live there because it gets hit by hurricanes all the time, and then everyone needs their stuff repaired. I had a guy that I worked with, his parents were living in Florida, and they were like right near the beach, and they got hit hard by a hurricane, and it took them like 4 years to have the damage to their house repaired. This isn't like, it wasn't minor, cosmetic damage. It was like they had a wall fallen down. It took actual years to get it fixed because there was like one dude doing all the repairs. You know what happened within that 4-year time span? More hurricanes. Miss Struble, hello, welcome in. It's so good to have you here. How are you today? What are you up to? I am trying to fix my game. I get pushed at the start of the stream, and Godot disintegrated. I don't know why, I don't know how. I'm trying to figure it out. We have this resource, it's not even a resource, this scene that's saying like, hey, I'm broken. And I say, I recognize you're broken. Can I fix you? And it says, no, you can't open me. I'm broken. And I say, yes, I know I want to fix you. Can I open you so I can fix you? It says, no, I'm broken. And that's kind of the cycle we've been in. Near sleep time, but always interested in Godot. Mr. Rubble, I couldn't help but notice you had a good amount of followers. Do you stream game dev? Let me look here. Yes, I'm seeing it. Hold on. You do. Why don't I know you? I'm on a mission to know all of the streamer game dev streamers. Look at that. Hey, look at that state machine. Nice. Super cool. Oh, that would explain why, because you stream in a different language than I know. Very cool, though, Miss Struble. That's awesome. That's rad. So, a witch-based game with wall jumps? You're German. I gathered something. I guess maybe I shouldn't make the assumption that if someone speaks German, then they are German, but yeah, very cool. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Okay. Make sure resources have been imported by opening the project in the editor at least once. I literally have the project open right now. So that is not helping me. All right, take care, Risky Biscuit. Thanks for hanging out. Can't add a child except... this is not me. This is a you thing, Godot. I didn't build this. That's a you thing. Already has a parent. Condition is inside a tree. Like, what is going on? Let's see if maybe copying that will get me somewhere. Go for it. Am I the only one that experiences this? Germany is cool. I was born in Germany, but I'm not German. Oh, I didn't know that, Nicholson. That's awesome. Okay. That's dealing with saving on focus loss. That is not a problem. You're trying to set up a viewport up outside of a scene tree? No. Found the most good tutorials in English. So I lived in Mexico for a few years, and usually when I found people that knew how to speak English, it was because they really wanted to watch like dubbed anime or, you know, some cartoon or something in English. Very cool, very cool. Okay. I really want to learn German. I have attempted to learn German a few times, using like Duolingo and stuff, and it just, I've never been able to stick with it quite long enough. German game dev is totally rare. Most German game devs stream in English. It's true. Like, there's like I'm a Merlin, if you're familiar with him. I Am a Merlin is German, but he streams in English, right? And frankly, it goes for outside of German as well. Like Foolbox, Quebecer, of course, speaks native English. Also, very fluent in French. Could definitely stream as a French streamer if he wanted. He even has a channel redeem for Be a Quebecer. Man, sakes alive. So I'm seeing this has like happened in Godot 3. Presumably you're loading a file that's not included in the export. No, that is not the problem that I have. Godot get error. Get pull, get checkout, be new branch, get add, get what? Oh dear. Accidentally got rid of all that. Miss Struble, thank you so much for the follow. Good to have you here. My goodness. Godot will no longer open my game. That sounds... Yes, okay, I'm seeing this condition if stuff. Okay. Guessing you also checking out slightly older versions of the game. No. Discovered the point in my previous version where Godot will finally load the game. It seems to be that a get ignore file was created and was ignoring certain files like default environment. Trace. It's still not working, but I might be getting close. Destroy your entire .import directory, and that should cause it to regenerate. I ended up being able to find a previous version of my git log history that worked. I believe at some point, the default environment Trez file began to be ignored by a git ignore that I don't recall ever creating. It's all a bit of a mystery, but I was able to go look at each commit. Okay. Sheesh. Did you check your git ignore file? No. I don't even know, like, what I would do with that. Okay. So it's ignoring .godot export folder, which does not exist, and capital exports, which also does not exist. So let's maybe change that. Would that make it work? Is it normal to have the English subtitles in your stream, or do I have some different settings? It's a plugin. So it's the closed captions plugin, and then I have to hit like record on the closed captions like website, and it records what I say and then feeds that into Twitch. So yeah, I mean, like, git ignore seems pretty benign at this point. You disabled it. Now you can see your face. There you go. I think you can, like, move it around for what it's worth, but yeah. And it keeps on adding these, like, extra scenes that don't exist. It's very strange. And I mouse over it and it says, this is out of bounds. Like, I don't know. You made it, dude. You can understand me perfectly. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. What if we, like... First off, what if we enable ridiculous coding? Like, will that... Okay, no. Still giving me problems. Yeah, it's still giving me these weird, like, failed loading resource fight UI. Fight UI is a very broken scene, which is unfortunate because that is definitely the most complicated scene in the entire project. How long have I done game dev? So I just got started back in November. I got laid off from my previous job. I have 10 years as a product designer and a UX designer. Been doing that for a really long time. A little bit of front-end web dev, but mostly design. And started in with this charitable enterprise to help other people get into game dev. And said, okay, if I'm going to help other people do it, then I better go learn how to do it. And so I sat down with GameMaker and their great tutorials, and we've been kind of going from there. Just like yourself. Oh, very cool, Miss Struble. You started back in November as well. Did you start in November or after a layoff? Okay. So like our Fight UI script is just fine. The Fight UI script loads, no problem. And that's what's breaking. Let's clear all the errors out, try and open it again. These are the errors we get. Parse error. Did you use Git out of a bash console? I used the GitHub for Windows. And so I was on a different branch, and then I moved to the main branch because like, hey, let's like bring it in. It said, hey, do you want to bring your changes with you? And I said, yeah, that sounds like a good idea because I want to merge them anyways. And then I committed, and that's when all hell broke out. First with Unity and then with Godot. Very cool, Struble. So you moved from Unity to Godot. Interesting. Why was that swap for you? Why'd you make that move, if I may ask? Like for me with Godot, it's because I really highly value open source. I think it's a very, very smart business move if you know how to capitalize on it correctly. And I just respect people making things open. And love the idea of not having my life controlled by people in a boardroom. I've had enough of that. I am all done with that happening in my life in areas where I might be able to control it. So that's why I'm kind of in Godot. I do want to learn Unity eventually and Unreal, just to have like the 4 main engines. I at least have some sort of experience in them so that I can know like which engine is better at what and know where to kind of pick projects, pick the right tool for the job. So anyways, right now we're on Godot. We were in GameMaker for a long time, now we're in Godot. Just tried Unity, and then there was this dramatic scandal. Yeah, I'm starting my journey. Why not with open source? There you go. There you go. Okay, is there a way that I can, like... GodotCon is in Berlin this year? Oh, very cool. Very cool. I'm wondering if I can open my Fight UI in, like... Visual Studio. And then, okay, it looks like there's some Git stuff in here that is very strange and broken. I'm going to delete. Oh, man, this is so risky. Hold on. Before I delete stuff, let me copy this, paste it. Yeah, copy. We'll rename it backup, sure. Backup. Oops, if my hand is centered correctly. Okay. So we'll delete that. Oh, okay. Hold on, there are merge conflicts, and I can actually merge them in Visual Studio. This is nice. Sure. Accept incoming change. Accept incoming change. Sure. What did we just change there? We just added powers and bounce effect. Okay, yeah, that's just fine. Anything else? Okay. Yes. Oh, good. Sure. Accept incoming change. I'm just gonna accept incoming change on, like, everything. This is probably not a good idea. But, it's fast. And as long as it can get stuff working... You're saved. Close. Fight UI. Let's reload the project. What project are you working on? So this is a, oh, geez. Sure, save and reload. This is a, goodness gracious. Whew, if I can take 2 seconds to, like, deal with it. This is a roguelike, okay, we'll deal with that in a second. A roguelike, superhero-themed roguelike where, you know, in Helldivers 2, you have the stratagems, right? Where you want to, like, call down an aerial bombardment strike. You have to press the arrow keys in a certain order, and then you can do it, right? So the idea is taking that into the roguelike space and building a whole game around that mechanic, where we have these kind of dots floating down, and you have your list of powers up top here, and you can click on the dots to do a certain power. So if you do a red, and a blue, while they're all falling down and it's kind of hard to click on things, then you will brawl. You'll deal 1 damage. It's real time, so once this timer goes down, that is the end of your turn. You do all the stuff that you queued up. The bad guy does all the stuff that they need to do on their turn, and then you start a new round with things falling down. Once you beat the fight, you then go into downtime activities where, as a superhero, you have to, you know, go to your job. You gotta, you know, go to school, deal with your relationships, go save Aunt May, you know, and do all these things. Train up your powers, get better at being a superhero, and then go back into the evening time, the nighttime, when the bad guys come out at the docks and in the warehouses, right? And you repeat that, and that's the idea of a run, is kind of repeating that cycle over and over again until you get to the end of a superhero story. The problem we're having is that I can't run it. The main fight is getting very, very good, but it's a little broken right now. Would directly buy it. Well, thank you, Miss Drubel. You know, I feel there's a bit of a dearth of superhero content, you know? We need more superhero content. Okay. Can I just quit the editor? Save and quit. What scripts need to be saved? Good night. I guess we'll just go through everything and save everything. I would love to show you the game. Unfortunately, it's a little outside of my power right now. Could not resolve super class path. Scenes tutorial? What? Texturebutton.gd? It's right there. What are you talking about? We'll deal with that later. Weird. There's so much weird broken stuff in here. We got to figure out how to clean this all up. My goodness. Okay, and then there's these ones. What is this? This is our global, right? This is global. And then this is goodness gracious. Whoa, what is happening here? It's like completely lost these scripts. So this is our player brawl state equals false. This is our powers script. Right, where we're defining all the powers, which really needs to get converted into a resource, but whatever. Where is it? Relic ad. What is going on? We have our enum symbol type. Var combo. Are we doing global.combo anywhere? Yeah, we are. So this is global. This is our global script. go up to our scripts. Wait, you're trying to save yourself as player dot scene? What? You're a script. Why are you saving yourself as a... Save as. Okay, there we go. I was saving the player scene. I'm glad I figured that out. Okay. Scripts. Where's our scripts folder? There we go. What are these? Those shouldn't be in there. Hold on. Can I open global.gd? It's the same darn thing. Okay. I'm going to delete you. Are you going to affect... Are you going to affect global.gd? Close. Discard. Do we still have global.gd? Yes, we do. And it looks perfectly fine. Okay, so then we can just delete all these. Delete, discard, delete, discard, delete, discard. Jiminy Christmas, please don't obliterate tons of work. Okay. We're going to close Godot. We're going to open Godot. And Godot is going to say, you have performed the correct magical sequence of things. I am satisfied. The spirits have been satiated. Dang it. This isn't looking great. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's Fight UI backup. That's okay. Clear, play. Fight UI parser, yeah. Jiminy Christmas. I mean, we have the script for the Fight UI. Do I just rebuild it? That feels so awful to have to do. So there was a lot of configuration in Fight UI. Let's just try this out. How long would it take to rebuild it? Because if it's taking me actual hours to try and like fix Git, maybe just redoing it is going to be the faster option. So fight, backup. Sure, whatever. Retry. And then we need powers, and we need player and villain. We need Fight UI. No, this is Fight UI. So we don't need that. Okay, powers. You can go up here. Player. You come over here. Scale down. Villain. You're over here. Scale. Just like that. Okay, going very scientific with this. Very precise. And then let's attach our script of the Fight UI. There we go. So we'll attach you, and then we had all these labels set up. Ugh, sheesh, I won't have to do that. But alas, alas. Okay. Oh, and we had timers too. Okay. So we have progress bars. And We don't want the percentage. Oh, we have an ad starting in just a second, but we'll pause. We'll pause during the ad, and then we'll come back. Okay. Min value, max value 10. Step of 1. Load our theme. Did we not? No, we totally did this as a theme, right? All right, new theme. With that, the ads are here. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, welcome back. Let's see what we can keep making happen here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I can go through and remake this all. It's going to be annoying, but like we could do it. I really don't want to. Also, we need these guys to not be there. Because, I mean, it really is, it's going to be a good amount of work. I would still love to make Fight UI work. Let's try and open this back up with Visual Studio and see if there's anything else that I missed. No, so all the merges were squared away. But it's giving a parsing error at line 284. Which is a blank line. Okay. Parse node tag. What? GitHub, man. GitHub has completely broken my project. It's not my fault. It's never my fault. It's not that I used technology incorrectly. It's that technology used me incorrectly. Condition found is true. Returning. Condition found is true. C++ error. And the source is in the resource loader.cpp. Oh dear. Okay, let's clear all these out and just try and raw open Fight UI. What is our problem? Clean, and then open. Error while loading file. I understand. Resource format text.cpp. Jeez. Failed loading resource fight UI scene. Make sure resources have been imported by opening the project in the editor at least once. Well, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. Okay. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like Fight UI in Visual Studio is referring to any incorrectly typed folder structures. Like those are all working just fine. So, gosh, I may just need to take this offline a little bit and see if I can figure this out. Because something happened in this Git, and I do not know what it is. I'm gonna have to go through and see what got modified, because clearly stuff is broken. And that's just not very entertaining to watch, unfortunately. We did not get to anything today. I just broke things and then kind of failed to fix them. Just try pulling fresh in a new folder. Tried that, Lime Blossom. By the way, welcome in, Lime Blossom. Good to see ya. I didn't know you streamed on Twitch. Very cool. My wife and I are gonna play your project here. We were gonna do it last night, but you know, kids. So we're planning on doing that as soon as we can. So looking forward to it. Okay. Yeah. Queen Anne, hey, it's time for game dev. Queen Anne, I have bad news for you. I tried to push my changes that I've been making with the resources and everything, and it broke everything, and I've been spending 2 hours trying to fix it. I don't know what's going on. So I may have to go offline and just try and white knuckle my way through this. Because boy, yeah, this is super duper-y broken. It's my greatest fear for using GitHub or something. I know, right? It's like it's supposed to help, right? It's supposed to make things better. And like it kind of does, but boy, it can really break things. It can really, really break things. So, lesson learned for me. Push the changes before moving branches or anything. Make sure everything is up before moving. Granted, GitHub should be able to accommodate this and tell me, like, hey, if you move branches, this can cause problems. You know, they should be able to guide me a little bit. But, boy, there are definitely some problems in here. So, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Yeah. And with that being said, I think we're gonna raid out, unfortunately. Only unfortunately in the sense that I didn't get more done today. But we're gonna go hang out with some cool developers. We've been raiding into content streamers recently, which has been great. But let's send it back to the game dev community. Where should we go? Good luck getting back to start. Thanks, Queen Anne. I appreciate it. And it's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Let's go hang out with Courtesy of Endo. They're doing some work in Blender and Unity. And I'm really curious to see what on earth I'm seeing is all about. So we're going to go hang out with them. With that being said, we are a charitable enterprise. For those of you who are new in the channel, a charitable enterprise devoted to helping people enter the games industry. So if that sounds like a good time to you, like, follow, subscribe, whatever platform you're on, and I will catch you over at Courtesy of Endo's stream. See you over there.